Welcome back, folks, to Fishing Planet. I'm Soopa-Dave, and today we are going to do the Qualifier 3 guide. And I always do the Qualifier 3 or guides if I'm not going to make it. There's only 1 hour left of this, and it looks like I'm definitely going to make it on Michigan. So, normally not a big fan of the first two qualifiers on this, but, it's Michigan, so I do normally pretty well at Michigan in general. But, uh, that being said, I figured I would show you this guys quick because that means I won't be able to stream the Qualifier 3. So I make a guide for it. If you guys do want to see the stream Grizzly tracks and 40 or and uh, our friend Road Warrior as well will be, both of them guys will be streaming it if you do want to see them. I'll try to leave their channels down in the description or in the pinned comment if I can. But one thing to note, guys, is these scores look like they have been getting lower. We've had slightly different weather this year, and only slightly. Like, I think this one was just like a degree or something in temperature or wind direction, and it's made the scores go down quite a bit, which is very interesting. We still use the same stuff. You don't change what you're using, and it's testament to that because even though, the scores have gone down. We made it using the same stuff we have in the past. Yesterday, if you guys didn't know, I used the same thing I've used for 3 years here. I just did it slightly different. But and also, guys, same thing about Qualifier 3. So if you look here, Qualifier 3 is a Chinook, salmon. You cannot use saltwater gear. That's the one thing I want to make sure because I've seen some people trying to use it and wonder why they're not getting scores. That's why. So we'll quickly go over setups. Um, the This is the qualifier I always do pretty well at for the most part. I think I had a bad run last year in it, but that's about it. The same thing again works this year. So it's a Zeus 810, Spot 10,000, and not max drag, one under with the 46 pound line. And the I want you single spoon. If you don't have it, you can use the X series, or my choice is the bullet spinner, any 4.0 bullet spinner. Now, this is going to be pretty straightforward and easy. One trophy spawns every half an hour real time. So every two in-game hours. So you want to catch your first one early. And this one's going to ride a lot of bit on luck on when you're going to get your first one. And I'll show you guys where to cast. The main spot where you get the trophies is going to be over here. And I'm going to go ahead and set my drag right. And we're going to go ahead and we're just going to do middle water here. And right by the rock, a lot of times is where you'll get your trophy. You'll see we'll go down, we'll get hooked for a second. And a lot of times, not always, but you'll get your bite right after that. And don't worry, you can get it all the way in to where you're at. But I do want to show that I just do stop and go on the bottom. I'll show you guys one more time. And they will bite all the way up to your cankles. So, and I will show you the spots on the map as well. But you don't have to cast out super far here. You can actually cast shorter if you want. And what we're going to do is just try to keep it up. And right after that, a lot of times you can get a bite right around this area. So just keep that in mind. There we go. We got a bite right there. There's a little striped bass, but you can see we got one. And then over here, again, we'll stand back over here on this mark, and we'll cast right over to there. So again, a similar thing. You can get trophies here, but these overlap. So if you're only gonna get one, because there is really no way to get over to the other spot to get the other one where they don't overlap. And then for commons, so once you catch your trophy, a good spot to get commons is just go over here and cast it right up into that corner. I'll do it with you here again, just because some people like it when they show how you do it. Honestly, I just do basically like middle water. You can move around if you're struggling, but on the left side of these rocks, you'll get a significant amount of trophies. Now, I just popped into the room, so I have no idea what this weather is. But you want to practice on the weather that it shows you. And again, here, I'll show you the mark over here. So this is our stand marker right here. Now you're just going out to the end, so you can see that there's our anniversary cup mark. We use this also on boat series, and there is the mark if you want to pause it and put it into your video. And then same over here. This is anniversary cup 2. This is the other spot you can get the trophies at. If you do like. So you can put it on. That's the one that's on the left side of the rock. And this is the one that's on the left side of the rock line, on the other side of the steelhead spot if you do want it. Now, if you do want a different casting spot for these, you can actually cast from over here if you do want for them, and if you use a jigging spoon, you can cast far enough for it. I just feel like it's a waste of time because, again, it overlaps with these ones that we're using, and these ones are much closer. So you can see, I'll just do it one more time so you guys can see it. We're just going to go in. If you want to, here, I'll try to show it this time. We'll try to leave it higher in the water so it doesn't sink down to the bottom. Sometimes that works too, but again, like that Sockeye, Alaska spot, you kind of want to, we got a nibble there. You kind of want to get hooked on that rock. If you're getting hooked on the rock, you're in the right spot, guys, and that's not a bad thing. But you can keep it a little bit high and not get hooked if you want. But it always seems like they'll bite pretty around the time that you get hooked on that rock. So right after, right before. But anyway, hopefully this helps you out, guys. We'll see you next time. Have a good one, folks.